What's up, D Dot? Vegas girl. People in the sky. Come into the room. Come into the room. Diamonds. Supporters and ops. I'm only going to be here for a good hot minute or two. I'm not going to be here very, very long. So, y'all come on into the room. Let me grab my little drinky right here. I'll be right back. Ooh, come into the room. Come into the room. Hey, Leslie. Hey. I'm just going to talk for a minute from what I just saw and what I heard. And yeah. That's it. That's all. Hi. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, I got my magic number. Hey, Manny. Welcome, 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 Miss Gerald. I ain't gonna be here long, y'all, but thank you for coming in. Just said, let me come on over here to the Blessed Two and talk for just a moment. Okay. Let me cut this music. Thank y'all. I just got to eat me a big old hearty breakfast. Of course, I refreshed my cup, but I'm a slump though, because that caffeine gonna have me. Woo, and I end up having to take another melatonin tonight to go to sleep. But I think when I get off here, got a little few little runs or something that I may want to do. I don't know. But anyway, let me cut the music. This is just a spontaneous live. Then again, it might not be, because I said I wanted to come over this channel and talk to y'all for a little while. Hey, Lady Kent, being back. Okay, let me get my gadget too. Yes, me again. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get this going. So, somebody had notified me that I was over there in DJ's title. Oh, I went over there. Me and DJ with cordial. There's, nothing going on over there like that. I'm trying to find my channel right here so I can be on here with y'all. Okay. I had a hard time finding it yesterday. Come on now. Where are you? Oh, it did pop up on my screen. That's strange. Okay, y'all, let me get to it. Okay, right here. Because I want to look at my gadget too while I'm talking to y'all. It just came across. But that's okay. She was basically telling me about Sir King, and then she also said something about Bless. You remember you telling me not to fall for what Jay Wilson was saying, and I'm telling you the same thing, not to fall for what Sir King is doing. But what I need to tell her is, because she's absolutely right. We wasn't always cordial, but we are now. But DJ, baby, thanks for the concern, but no, with cordial, we haven't developed a real strong YouTube ship in that manner. And I hope he don't do me like the way he did other people when we wasn't cool and I talked about it and did that behind their back to them. So I get what you're saying. And whenever somebody telling me something and they telling me sincerely, in a place where they really concerned, I take all that into consideration. I really do. So it is what it is. But at this point, we're getting along. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying too. Okay, and it is what it is. Now, while I was on live earlier, somebody had told me to look at something about was this person called Quani's mom. When I realized it was a person that I absolutely don't give a click if you too don't go over there and say, wow. Then I said, okay, I'll take a peek. First and only time. I believe that was the real deal. I believe, but first of all, somebody said earlier, why would her mother talk to a stranger? She was acting as if she didn't know all that was going on. She don't want to be involved in it. But at the same time, why would you call somebody's mother? To put now, Kwani is a woman of a particular age. She's 50 years old, something like that. So I would put her mother to be at least 18 years older, or if she had her early, 16, whatever. So my point is, why call this lady, the senior lady, to tell her about a grown 50-year-old woman? That was one of my thoughts, and the other thoughts was why the mother, this and that. But then again, I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm just reporting the news. I'm just doing commentary. But it was the real deal, And that person, that means they were saying, no, she was talking about, do you want my pee? Do you want this? Just saying everything. You know how Connie talks, mentioning all that she said. And the lady said she don't know about it. She don't want to hear it. And that's a grown person anyway, y'all. So I want y'all to know I did go look at it. And I didn't watch it all. Because after about 5 or 6 minutes of it, nah, I didn't want to hear it all. Nah, I'm just not interested in that. Not just because the woman's an elder woman and that. I'm just not interested in the person that was doing it. That's the black woman. I don't agree with nobody doing nothing to my people, period. I don't care whether me and Kwani talk or not. And I just don't do that with that person. And I don't want to be bothered. Hope they don't bother me. And it is what it is. So that's number 2. Now, y'all also see in my title, stimulus. Somebody told me something that was very puzzling. I wish Miss Cruz around because she liked talking about politics and stuff like that. They were saying that the people took some of their stimulus money, $500, and next year, time they felt tax, take money. I said, then you must owe money. No, I don't owe money. I said, well, there was a glitch when people first started getting their stimulus money. And the glitch was the bill collectors was taking people money. So even Biden came and spoke on it. Everybody, that nobody was supposed to be touching that hardship money while the Rona is going on. I say, well, then you better look into that. Because that's not what's supposed to be going on. Nobody was supposed to touch that money at all. Because think about it. If they do touch it, it's like people not getting no relief at all. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's kind of weird too. Now, Kiki was saying something similar happened to him, but I don't understand that. Oh, lipstick out, you funny. Not lipstick out of tofu. It's okay. Two-fit Alec Cruz needs to worry about TD Jakes. Oh, yes. Yes. Not TD Jakes. You got it wrong. That other one with the 10-gallon cowboy looking hat. Send the cease and desist. I thought it was that person. What is his name? That other pastor, whatever his name, with the big tall hat. Him. I didn't hear nothing about TD Jakes. Or you just, Miss Cruz, I'm glad you're here, girl. You know about politics. So I'm gonna drop my link. And I want you, because I'm talking about the stimulus. And let me read this right here. Let me read this because I Googled it because I was puzzled when somebody told me that. I said, no, that's not supposed to happen like that. Okay. Just like in the past, these stimulus checks can't be garnished by the federal government or by the IRS, including matters like federal collected child support. Henry Geis is from the American Institute of CPAs. He said that while the IRS and the federal government can't garnish your check, private companies can't garnish them either. But somebody's telling me they got money taken. That's not true, huh? Girl, don't pay attention right now. First, I want to know about the politics. So isn't it true that people weren't supposed to touch that bill collectors? See, that's what I'm saying. That was you part of the first money that first got mailed out and it was a glitch? You had to straighten up the glitch. No, you ain't been rude. You just speaking back when somebody talking about you. What was the man name with the 10-gallon hat? I can't think his name because I don't watch him. Yeah, yes, they can. But wasn't that considered a glitch back there, Miss Cruiser? And it was said that they straightened it out because even President Biden said it was a glitch. Nobody was supposed to touch that money, bill collectors or nothing. So I support them not understanding. People said it's true. No, not part of that glitch. No, we're not talking about me, the likes and all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about with people, glitching when they first start sending out the stimulus checks and the bill collectors or IRS, child support, anybody was taking people money. They had to come straighten that out. And I don't think the people got their money, probably still fighting for it. That's what I'm saying, Manny, in the beginning when it first came out. And they had to make the law for it to stop. That's what I'm saying. Somebody telling me today they still taking their money. They still can garnish even though they straightened that out and it absolutely was not supposed to be happening. Oh, is that what you're saying? Wow. Okay. Okay. So let me get back over here. I'm finna drop my link. Okay. All right there. I'm already shooting folks down. Bang bang, I shot you down. Bang bang. You hit the ground. Bang bang. Shoo doo dee doo dee doo. You've got mail. Okay. All right then, got him. Got you. All right then, I'm gonna drop my link because I got to know about this. The law was it wasn't never passed, but they said they did. So people still getting their money took in. Okay, let me see something here. The American Rescue Plan did not protect the last stimulus. That's the last one. But this new one, the 1400. Now, I heard they're working on a third one. Let me drop my link because I know you be doing into political stuff like that. If you want to speak on it. And if anybody want to speak on anything else I just said about Kwani's mama getting the phone call, or even if you want to say what when I picked over there, when somebody said, did you have my name in there? It's all good. I know where she's coming from. So it is what it is. But at the same time, I tend to watch and do stuff on my own. But like you said, I did say that to you. Hope you don't fall for that with that apology he was doing. But I'm not falling for anything. I know what's going on. So anyway. Y'all, thank you, Miss Cruiser, for coming up, baby. Because I got to know. Y'all, this ain't no messy chat, so if you don't want to stay, you don't have to. We want to talk about this stimulus, okay? But I appreciate y'all being here. Hey, Miss Cruiser, good afternoon.
Hey, hello everyone in the chat. I don't know why I came straight in jumping on SK. Sorry, SK.
That's okay. We'll get to that after we find out what's going on with this. If you want
so with this stimulus, the $1,400 check was the third and last check so far. And in that one, that was called the American Rescue Plan Act. They did not have any protection in this one from private debtors. So if you have unpaid private debts that are subject to court order, your check could have been garnished. Now, there was a senator that said that he was going to put through something to try to stop it, but he waited too late to do it. So I don't think that law was ever passed or nothing was ever put through to protect the funds. So private debtors can get those funds.
Wow. But listen, let me backstroke on something you just said. You said that was the third. I didn't get three. I got
remember first,
then I finally got the 14.
The first one was in March for $1,200 per person. The second one was in December for $600, and then this third one was $1,400.
Okay, so the first one was 6, right? Wait a minute, say it again. I thought the first one was 6, the second one was 12.
No, the first one was March last year, and that one was if I'm not mistaken, I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
get
that was the
I
first.
didn't get no 3. I'm trying to tell you, I didn't get no 3. Period. I think I got the 600 and the 14. I don't know about no 1200. So that means I got one coming.
Yeah, because I'm just making sure I'm right.
And
Yes.
it took me a long time to get that. Actually, I didn't get it. I think it went to my son or something. He had to tell me, and I didn't understand it either. I was all just messed around. I did not get 3 stimulus checks, and I thought the first one was 600, and then the second one was 14. Now, if there's another one, it's 12. I don't know nothing about a third one.
Yeah, my phone is kind of staticking. Let me.
And
Can
then
you?
not
Are you?
only that, I have been reading lately in the news that there will be a fourth one. And then they tried to make it a law to be a monthly one to everything get back on track. So somebody said the first one was 1200.
Yeah, the first one was in
No,
March
I thought
2020
that
for
was the second
1200.
one. So one of them, okay, I really thought the first one was 600 because everybody was saying that wasn't a lot of money, and then the second one was 12.
The second one was $600. I don't know whether. Let me go out and come back in because I'm
I don't
hearing.
okay because I sure don't remember 3. Because I remember telling somebody, "Well, I ain't got mine," and you know what happened? The the Social Security was taking too long to send all the information to the tax. I think that's how it went. Then they had an ultimatum to get stuff sent over by March 25th. That's when everybody started, and they sent it back, start getting their 14, they're still getting it. So I don't remember this 1200 one, 6, 12. I don't remember that one. I don't remember 3.
Yeah, go back to your because somebody else told me they didn't remember the first one either. The first one was sent. Oh, it's been over a year ago. The first one was
And that
sent
was
maybe.
$600. That was
No, the first
600.
one that $600 didn't come till December.
Okay.
But the very first one was sent last year when this pandemic first started. It would have been at the end of March, beginning of April last year. And I don't know whether you do merit filing joint or merit filing separate, but it would have been either $1,200 if you do separate. It would have been $2,400 check if you did it if you filed together. So yeah, that one when and if you didn't get it, you should have gotten it if you filed. You would have to file a tax to get it.
Okay, I just know I didn't get no third check. I didn't get no 3 checks. So, and then
So
when I
you're
read the
missing the
news,
first one. So you said you got the $600 one, and then you got the 1,400. But so you're missing the very first one. So you would have to file a tax return for 2020 to get that first one.
okay, because and it took a long time for to get this last one everybody was getting because remember they said all the stuff wasn't sent. Social Security was taking their time to send stuff over there to the IRS or something like that.
Yeah, anybody that was on Social Security, SSDI, and Veterans Affairs, yeah,
Right,
it
because
took them a while to.
my husband
It
is
was
a
delayed.
veteran. My husband
Hmm.
is a veteran. Yeah,
Yeah, it
and
was
so
delayed.
people are still getting those checks even late. It's those are still getting mailed out. Those right there that were late. I'm not
Hmm.
remembering the third one.
Yeah, yeah. And then someone in the chat said there won't be a fourth check. I don't think there'll be a fourth check in 2021. If there, I think there's going to be another stimulus. But I don't think it's going to come out until maybe the end of the year or close to 2022. But them Democrats, there's an election coming up. They're going to get another one in before election time.
Well,
I think.
let me read Kim White. She said we're not getting it for stimulus. But my father received his check today. See, they still sending it out late. Her father just
Yeah.
getting it today. Is
Oh
he a
yeah.
veteran?
That last one going out was very late because they sent it out right during the tax season, and then the uh, Social
Okay,
Security
Manny.
Administration was so delayed in sending over their records to them, and then it's right in the middle of tax season too. So I'm sure the IRS is very backed up. In fact, the president just allotted like 800 million more dollars to hire more resources to get this caught up.
Okay, and I hear what you're saying, Manny. Okay. But if that was the case, he should have got a $2,400 check. I just think something is still behind. Something didn't come. So maybe something supposed to be coming. Because I sure don't know nothing about no 3 checks. But now when I was reading in the news, they did say it might be a fourth stimulus check.
Yeah, and you just, I mean, you don't know what's coming and how much until it actually go through the three branches of government. So, that's something that most people who deal in politics, they're arguing back and forth. So, some people' opinion is that it may come. Some people say it definitely won't be a fourth. The only reason why I'm saying it's a fourth is because the Democrats are in power and they want to stay within power. It's all politics with them trying to get it reelected. And that's why I think there may be a fourth. It probably won't be as large as some of the others, but, it'll probably be another 600 or something like that. But I kind of think they may do it.
Well, didn't you hear also read about they was pushing for it to be $2,000 check?
Yeah, monthly checks. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I don't either.
Yeah, but those with children will start getting $1,200. Oh well, not $1,200. They're going to get monthly checks of about, depending on how many kids they have, 300 per child. If the child is above age 9 or something like that, they get 300
Mm,
per child.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Cause
but
wow. Okay. And the
but I
reason
don't
why I
think
say,
they're going to be able to come together for this idea of the $2,000 monthly direct payments. They may come together as a compromise to do a fourth stimulus, but again, I guarantee that won't be until the end of the year, the first of 2022.
yeah, but they need to, even though things are going opening back up, they're trying to get it back to normal. But then I also hear last week there's a fourth wave of the Rona. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And then everybody's starting to take their shots. A lot of us, somebody like me, is not. I don't know. Things are trying to come back together, but people still
Yeah.
need that money. You still can't go back to work.
Oh yeah, it's still out. Now, Kim, you make a good see. Me and Kim could be friends. Kim White, you make a good point. Um, if I had to choose a party, I would probably be closer to Democrat than Republican. But I do lean on the side of Republican when it comes to if you continue to make it easier for people to stay home, people are not going to go back out to the jobs. The job market is great, but nobody's applying for jobs because people have become very used to staying at home. And some people have started staying at home with their children because their children was going to school from home. So it's making it hard to get people back out into the workforce. And oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
those of us who are working home, they're going to have to, I don't know what they're going to do to get us back in the building because everybody have become accustomed to being at home. So Kim, you make a very good point on that.
Yeah. What's up, Houston, Brett?
Hey, Bless. Hey, Miss Cruiser.
Hello.
Hey, Bless. I'm surprised you added me without the overlay.
I saw you speaking in the chat. I just felt like it was you. I don't know
Yeah,
that. I just felt like that could have been a troll, but my
yeah.
spirit just felt like it was you. And usually I
All right.
do an overlay but that's when a bunch of people here too. Like right
Yeah,
now, I'm not being messy. Y'all see my title. I said in the beginning, it's not messy, so I'm
yeah,
thinking it's not too many trolls here. So that's another reason.
yeah. Your spirit was right. I just had 2 points. The first one, Manny, I had made a comment about how this country doesn't take care of its people, and Manny responded in saying, "Correct only when their back is against the wall," and that illustrates a critique that I've heard. Some radical organizers make of this country, that there really is no way for its people to hold our elected officials accountable outside of the threat of we won't elect you again. So when you have a Democratic leader like Joe Biden that knows that in the recent election his only alternative was a raging maniac, the bar is very low because they know that in order to
Mhm.
survive we have to elect them, but once elected we can't hold them accountable again until 4 years. The biggest
Right.
threat that we have is calling and sending emails, but again, the global elite, they're going to laugh at that because what accountability does a letter offer? So to Ms. Cruiser's point, the only real power we have is putting somebody else in their position. But
Mhm.
if everybody is money and power hungry, the people don't really stand a chance until we look at implementing a different type of government. And then
Exactly.
secondly, Ms. Cruiser, you were talking about people not wanting to go back to work. And similar to when Katrina happened and 9/11, I don't think there's going to be a normal life. I think we're going to have pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. And I think you're right, Ms. Cruiser. The way that we work as a country is hella dated. Like we still require business clothes. We still work 8 hours for 5 days a week. When there's been research that indicates that that's not healthy and that's not how you get people to be more productive. We know that we have some of the Eastern countries like I think Switzerland or Sweden, one of those countries, that they only have 4-hour work weeks, and I think they have shorter weeks. And they've measured that their workers are more productive. So for me, if we're working in this country where people, the leaders actually care about the well-being of our people, we make those changes across the board, but I can't see it happening. So I just wanted to hop on to add those thoughts.
Well, I'm so
Yeah,
glad you came on and and voice your opinion on it. But
Hmm.
I just think, then do y'all think that the other countries take care of their people better than over here?
absolutely. Other countries have free health care. They have now they're trying to make colleges for public universities free, but you have other countries who's always have that. What is it in South America? I'm trying to think of the country that I'm small country that I'm thinking of. They pay their people a certain amount. Like God, what is this country I'm trying to think of? It's a Spanish country. It's in South America. Everybody kind of make the same. There's no like super rich folk. Okay, so
Mhm.
like everybody get the same amount of help going to college and all that. So they, they're kind of on an even playing ground, and they again free healthcare, free college fund if you want to go to trade school, but in some of the richer countries, including the United States, you don't have stuff like that.
Wow. And you said a lot to History Brand. I appreciate you having been a part of this.
Yeah.
And speaking, that you hit a good points too that I'm not wasn't even thinking of. So I do appreciate you being up here. So Miss Cruz, out of everything Houston Brand said, what do you think?
Uh, hit it right on the head.
Exactly. Yeah.
We
Hey,
do
Lady
not
Mika.
vote in the mid elections. We go out and vote during the presidential election, and we were voting because we wanted Trump out. But in 2 years, in the mid elections, that's when you can call, write, email these politicians, and just as she said, they will laugh at us because they know we ain't gonna do nothing. Voting, them keeping their seat is what makes a difference, whether it be your mayor, it be your governor, it be your senator, it be your congressperson, your council person. You need to make sure that they know through your voting, this is what I want. And that's just basically how it works.
Can I add
Mm.
a thought to that?
Yeah, go right
So
ahead.
it feels like a lot of times when you have conversations about building wealth in the Black community or anything else, we always act like we have to start from square one. And we really don't. We've been having conversations about economic autonomy, economic growth, generational wealth in Black communities for centuries, honestly. But especially in recent history, ever since the civil rights movement and ever since we worked towards a more tangible sense of equality. But I also feel like we have the same kind of discussions when it comes to governance and elected officials. We act like we as people do not hold power, and we do. So I said that they laugh at our calls and emails because they do. But I think the power that we hold is thinking about civic engagement beyond elections, like what you said, Ms. Cruiser. And how do we get people that are going to actually be empathetic to the needs of people in office? We have to start early. We have to start with our kids. We have to start with our college age youth and get them to consider themselves in office. Get them to hold radical ideology that pushes moderates and conservatives more towards policies that actually aid people. So there's a lot of work that could be done by us. It just isn't that sexy, and it's for the long term. And a lot of people don't like long term work. And thank you, Manny.
Exactly.
And you
Yes.
said it is not that politics is not sexy.
No,
So
it's
yeah.
it's not. It's not.
Yeah, thank you. But did y'all see what Lady Key being there just put up there? Of course, I went right to it, okay? Federal agents execute search warrant on Rudy. Wow, we got to read this real quick. This just
Ooh.
came in. Federal agents executed a search warrant Wednesday at Manhattan apartment of Rudy Giuliani, advancing a criminal investigation. Federal prosecutors has been underway for more than 2 years, according to two familiar with the matter. Giuliani, who served as former President Donald Trump's personal lawyer, has been the focus of an investigation concerning his activities in Ukraine, including whether he conducted legal lobbying for Ukrainian officials while he pursued an investigation linked to Trump's primary political. Now, I'm gonna stop right there. Miss Cruiser, did you hear about this? Or it's just news coming out right now when she said it? Because you be up
For,
with the
for,
news stuff.
for me, that's
Huh?
fresh off the press. I didn't hear about
Okay
it.
then. You too, Hustle Bread. Because I see you to the political thing just by listening to you too. So I appreciate that. Well, let me go on a little bit. Wow. See, President Joe Biden, CNN, has reported generally has been charged and has denied wrongdoing. Then let me go to another few sources. Let's see what's going on here, y'all. I'm about to get off later on. Finish watching the news.
Well, I'm gonna jump back in the chat. The lady that's on the panel, do you have a channel?
I do not.
Oh, you need one.
Shame on you.
So you need one. So when we want to go here with talks like this, because I enjoy you being up here, like this. But from time to time, I like to go here like this. When I don't want to go through all of that other stuff. I mean, we all like a kiki. You don't get us wrong. But I'm just saying, I just want to come on here because of the stimulus situation, and see what was going on with that. Because somebody told me their money was getting taken. So
yeah, blessed if I can. I've actually been around ever since the inception of this sector, and I follow a lot of y'all because I think y'all are really entertaining. But whenever y'all hold conversations about like social issues or politics, I usually am at least in the chat. Very seldom do I click the link. I've been clicking it more lately. But yeah, I would love these kind of conversations too. I think it shows that we're all multifaceted and we can have fun and be messy, but also get real too.
Yes, I love that. That's why if you be watching me too, you see sometimes I like watching the news too. So anyway, I'm glad you decided to click the link today. Thank you for coming up, Miss Cruiser. I came on here to do my little 30-minute thing. I was hoping that Kiki dropped down too, because he was saying they was taking his money, and I didn't understand that. So it is what it is. So hopefully, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I've been excited about some of the realizations that people have made regarding how the government cares for them and how the government should care for them. And I feel like because the outside world it was stopped at a moment, then it was slowed down. People have a lot of time to sit and think. I also think a lot of people are spending a lot more time in the house than they would. So they're reading things, they're learning, they're looking at how Canada is giving their residents. They've been giving their residents, I think, $2,000 per month ever since very early on in the pandemic. And they think of America as a wealthy country, but then we see other wealthy countries that are taking much better care of their citizens. And people are asking, why is that not the case for us? Black and white, old and young, people across the spectrum are asking those questions. So yeah, but I didn't plan to stay on long at all. I just wanted to hop on and add those couple thoughts.
Well, thank you for coming up, and we're gonna have these talks from time to time. I like getting, and sometimes I come on here, I joke, I tell everybody, oh Lord, my husband politicking me and spoils me to death. Now in my household, he's the political person way more than me. And when you get into the religion and political stuff, it's always controversial, it's always a big deal. Sometimes I really don't like to go to bed. Once in a while, I like to have a little chat like this. Thank you for coming up. So
of course,
I really appreciate you. Okay.
All right,
bye. Now I'm gonna read some in the chat too. Okay, Miss Cruz is back in the chat. Thanks for coming up. Hello, everyone. Let me read this. It's kind of long. Hello, everyone, and Mrs. Blash, your local elections in your state are more important than the presidential. Well, always. That's always. Yeah. Y'all heard about Caitlyn Jenner want to run for governor here in California? Yes, indeed. I appreciate y'all coming. I've been on here, I said 30 minutes, it's been 34. I'm not going to stay much longer, not unless somebody else want to comment on this. If they can. Wait a minute, let me see what this was. It just got, let me say this. Thank you for the person that say they be watching me every day that's in the sky. Thank you for the cash app. I was just, eating my breakfast, just sitting around. I got a cash app. Thank you. That's really generous of you. I understand that too, baby. Graduation. Somebody got a graduation. I need to say that. And the other person, did I think? Yeah, I did thank you earlier, huh? Yeah, I don't want y'all to think I don't, but I'm saying that too specifically because I wasn't even on then. So that lets me know that even when I got off, you're thinking of me. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get to the other name this morning. Okay, thank you. I already thanked Gerald this morning. I appreciate y'all. Think that was me get back up here because I don't like forgetting people. Thank you for the cash app today. I just put it to you like that because I don't, and I know y'all acting like. I hope I'm not acting like Juicy Beauty. Come through, cash app, come through. No, I hope I don't sound like that. but I am appreciative. Okay. Hey, bless welcome. Hey, I feel the Muffy. So y'all, if anybody else don't have anything to say on the stimulus or whatever, 30 minutes, I'm out. I might come on later on now with some YouTube stuff on this channel. I'm out. Thanks for having me. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you decide to jump down. This was one of your subjects. See, everybody, some people do want to talk about other stuff. Okay. And that's why I be trying to talk about other stuff. Sometimes some people do want to get away from the mess. Now, Lady Nika been having stirry times and it ain't been all about that. And some of us others, and y'all need to go catch Miss Cruiser. I just found out she had a second channel. Miss Cruiser, you're not a mod. Can you still drop your link in here? For those of y'all that like listening to politics and stuff. If not, it's the name of the channel, Miss Cruiser 2. Yeah, Coco, I'm ready to go, babe. I came up for 30 minutes, for 36 minutes. Is it blessed too? Seeing your picture, you look genuinely happy, ain't he? Don't let anyone. Oh, ain't she beautiful? She been ignoring all that foolishness. My baby boy, which is 12, graduated from elementary. Oh, okay, cool, girl. That's good. Don't it make you feel good? One step toward that big graduation. Time fly by fast too. Believe that. Time fly fast before you know it. See, I definitely will, Manny. Thank you. So I don't know what happened there. Great live. Okay, y'all. Miss Cruiser's second channel is in the chat right there. Y'all grab it. You're right, Miss Botown. We don't want just every time. And I know y'all don't want to see me do that all the time. And then, like I said, I know one particular age doesn't look great, but I get the news. You know what I'm saying? I'm not claiming I'm the news person like Stanky Baby. I just get commentary on what I watch. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with serving chicken sometimes. Can somebody grab Miss Cruiser thing? Miss Cruiser, I'm gonna moderate you for just a second if nobody can't grab it, and you can drop it. Is that okay? Say yes or no. Let me get to my thing. Now somebody can find it. Now Nappy, you'd be finding fast, but Lady Nika at work. Congratulations to everybody. Okay, Manny, Miss Cruiser. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. That's his name, the guy with the 10-gallon hat, Sir Williams. When Sir King came here talking about she better think about TD Jakes, Miss Cruiser, you ain't got nothing going on with TD Jakes, do you? Well, if nobody don't know her political channel, that's what I'm trying to get. Houston Bread came up and she wanted to speak on something. I want her to know that Miss Cruiser talked like that on that one channel. So that's why I'm saying that. Hey, Miss Cruiser.
Hey, I want to come back up. Yeah, so on my regular page that's showing in the chat, where my name is now, that one is the more responsible page where I do updates and blah blah blah. That other one is messy. I showed you a little bit of the numbers from that one that I had I actually had to take all those videos that I showed you that they had the 7,000 and the 12,000 the 7,000 and 9,000 views. I had to take those videos down. But let me tell you, I don't want to call it God or the Lord or anything, but let me tell you how things can turn out for you. So me and William McCrae, our little agreement went to hell. He didn't want to do it anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take all your videos down. I took them all down. And so people have been telling me, oh, we don't want you to upload his videos. We want you to do them where you're doing the commentary. Like, what? I could have been doing that all along and I didn't even need him. So, sometimes you think that people coming after you and it's you like, okay, what I'm going to do now? What's my next move? But the people are telling me in the comments, nah, do them like you're doing them. Doing them with commentary. You tell us what he said, what you thought of it. We like that better anyway. So that channel, my second channel, which is supposed to be my backup channel, but it's actually, of course, more numbers than I'm getting over on my main channel. I'm rebuilding my numbers back up to the views that I sent you, Bless, the 7,000 and 9,000.
Okay, so it's the second channel that you say a little messy. I get it.
That Miss Cruiser 2 is messy.
Okay,
and it's
so
kind of
that's the
church messy. It's
Okay, then she
perfect.
got a messy one, and she got the other one. The other one, Miss Cruz ain't never letting that come on there. But okay, because I wanted people to see the one with the 10-gallon hat. But why did Sarkeen say that you and TD Jakes had something going on?
Well, TD Jake's daughter strike that channel. You remember when everybody was getting strike behind the what's that song? The Our Song.
Uh-huh.
Well, around that same time, TD Jake's daughter uh strike my channel, so it was down for 90 days, and that's what it wasn't TD Jakes himself; it was his daughter.
Oh, because I'm gonna
Um,
say, yeah.
yeah. So, and then he's always bringing up the fact that obviously Sir King is aware that William McRae was doing whole videos to me, saying he was going to knock on my door and he was going to sue me, and YouTube gave him my address, and all those videos are over on the other channel. So me being silly and petty, I went on to Atlanta where he lived because I
Okay.
knew he wasn't going to do anything. So all of that's for content and entertainment. So that's why I say that channel is a little bit more messy
Well,
because
I want to see the messy one for sure. You know that. I want to see a little mess. But I
yeah,
do
Manny
think
in there
over
talking
there,
about
yeah, because I
I
always
cussed
say,
Sir William out. I don't remember that, Manny. I don't remember that.
now
I may
I'm gonna say
have.
I gotta be truthful with you. I do say Miss Cruz got a little mess in it, but you ain't
Oh,
gonna get it
honey,
over
yes
there
I
on this
do.
one channel. So you ain't gonna get it on that channel. She ain't gonna let nothing happen over there. But
Yeah.
I'm sure I've always been subscribed to that one. I just found out about the messy one, so I'm gonna go
Hmm.
subscribe to that. But I want to Houston Bread, since you asked her did she have a channel, she don't. But to let her know you got a channel where you do talk about that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I
Because
was
just
saying
this
to you.
morning
Yeah.
I put up, the update about COVID numbers are getting better, and I did where they're extending that. What do you call it? Where you have to get the real ID. Well, they extended it to 2023 now. You have
Mm-hmm.
enough time. So that's on the responsible channel. But and then some people in this beef sector, because my second channel is really not a beef sector type. It's like a church sector type thing. With the William McRae, Sir Fields. I don't talk about
Larry
Andrew.
Reeves and them people, but they more,
Yeah, Daryl
but Miss
Moore.
Cruiser,
I deal with the church folk.
but they more messier though. You know that we from the church. Come on.
Honey, let me tell you something. Jamal Bryant done sent me like 3 cease and desist letters.
They're more messier than us. We from the
Yeah,
church too. We just only different is I'm gonna come right out and
yeah,
say, yeah, I'm a little messy.
yeah.
Come
They.
on now.
So
That's
that's
what
what
we
kind of
do. We
what
don't
that.
drink, take drugs, and all that kind of stuff. Our
Mhm.
drug is we a little messy. We like to have a little fun. We ain't gonna
Yeah.
get ratchet with it. Don't get me wrong. Now I don't want to call
Well,
the CPS,
sometimes,
the
yeah,
police, the SWAT team, FBI. I ain't doing none of that. I'm
yeah.
not flagging. I'm not doing none of
Mhm.
that. And let me ask you this: so, was you doing reaction videos to Sir William? What?
Before I was just literally uploading his videos, like the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
he was
oh,
cool.
wow.
He was cool with it. He was like, as long as he was getting a little money, he was getting cash out from people who were sub to me, it was all good. But what happened was somebody named Tracy went back to Facebook and told him, "Do you realize Miss Cruiser is over there getting 9,000 views off your videos, and she's making revenue?" See,
Oh,
a lot of people talk about moving in silence. Now,
uh-huh.
Bless, me and you go back years. I do move in
Right,
silence. I could be moving in total silence and won't say a word. So
right.
as I hear people say, "You ain't got no views, you ain't got no views," I laughed on the inside because I knew over there on the other channel I was getting 9,000, 6,000, 7,000 views. But anyway, so that all came tumbling down because somebody went telling him, and instead of him having a conversation with me about what can we do to make a compromise, he told me to stop, take it all down. He reported me to YouTube, in the whole 9 yards, and wanted to fight, wanted to show up at my door, and all that foolishness.
See, the thing is, they say, money. He got greedy.
Hmm.
He was giving you permission, he was letting you play all the videos. You was making money. He want all the money to himself. I get it. So he
And
wanted to
it
play his
wasn't
own
two
stuff.
weeks later. It wasn't even 2 weeks later that he said on his channel, "Cash apps is down. I ain't doing no more lives till you do the cash apps." Well, you told me to tell my people don't send you nothing else. It's like, are you crazy? He
Wow.
could have. I would have took the 40 and gave him the 60. But
Mhm.
yeah, but anyway. But now I am doing it as reaction videos. So now I'm still doing his videos, but I'm doing it as reaction videos. And the people are telling me in the comments, "Oh, we like this better."
Yeah, because you're speaking on as you go along, but even with reaction, don't do the whole video. You're only allowed to do a percentage and make sure you put the fair rights up. Because
Actually,
once you do the
I'm not
whole
even
video,
having to
then
do.
nobody need to even go over there and watch him because you be playing his whole stuff. And once
Yeah,
you do the reaction and play some of his stuff, I then shout him out and tell where his channel at so they can go over there and finish watching whatever it is you're talking about. You know, y'all. Then he
yeah.
can get his money and he won't be mad thinking you playing his whole stuff again.
Well, he's done messed that whole getting his money thing up. Because now I don't even have to play a clip of his video. Just me saying last night he said and kind of giving what he
Right.
said and giving my reaction to it. The people said they actually like that better. So
Well, reaction is when you play a little bit, speak on, play a little bit. But
yeah.
you're right. You don't got to play none of it at all. Just speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Like
see. I'm
I'm
gonna
doing
try that
right
and I'm
now
gonna
when
see how
people
that
get
works.
mad when you
And
speak on stuff. You can speak on it without playing if you want to.
yeah, so I'm gonna see how that works. So far, the numbers haven't reached back up to what I'm used to over on that channel. But I'm gonna work with that. You got to work at it, give it some time, and get yourself back to where you were. I'm just glad this ain't my bread and
I
butter.
know what
It,
you mean,
it, it
girl.
first started out just something fun to do, and then I started seeing. I was like, hey, I make a little money off this, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, but unfortunately, it's some people. That's why I felt bad when Tracy got taken down, but she back up. But
Yeah.
listen, this is funny right here. William McCrae is the strangest looking human I've ever seen. A twist between a horse and a pimp.
And
Now, when
you
you met
cannot
him in
tell
person,
him he don't look good. He is
that's what I was
to
gonna
get
say. You met him
me
in
look
person
good.
a couple times. He looked good in person.
I met him. Your eyes have to adjust to him. And here's the
Okay.
funny thing. So William and I have met twice years ago. Years ago, he came to Greensboro to see oh God, what is the preacher name that's from the Bahamas, little short guy. He was here in Greensboro. So William came and so he hit me, in DMs on Instagram and told me he was gonna be here. So I said, well, I won't be here. I'll see you when I come back through. I gotta go to, I'm gonna take my daughter to camp, cheerleading
Right.
camp. So when I came back through, I did meet him for lunch. So we did meet face to face for that first time. And he was angry with me and got on, he got on his little live and said, called me all kinds of names because he was angry with me. So when I was in Marietta, my cousin was is a pastor there, and I went there, and he came through to
Right.
the installation. So we met again. But he haven't put my face on YouTube to a lady that he actually knows. And I'm not telling him because William is the type that if he did, he would out me. So I'm not
Well,
even tell him. I'm the same person that you met twice. Because
I say.
yeah.
Let me see.
But
This is
yeah,
a long one,
when
Lady
you
Nika.
see it, you
I
have to
panic.
get used to that face.
Use other people's tip. It's not my style, but maybe yeah, a lot of people do reaction. Actually, it's not wrong with nothing wrong with it. Like I said, as long as you don't do their whole thing. That's just the way I see it. Everybody plays a little snippet of somebody. That's just the way they do it. Miss Cruzy, I think you fell out, but thanks for coming back up, man. I've been on 48 minutes. That's cool. Anybody else want to say anything? Now, Kiki wanted to talk about his stimulus, so I don't know what happened. He texted me and said something about they mess with his money too. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm gonna go if you don't want to speak on it because I just thought, a bill was passed. You couldn't take that people money like that. So anyway, with that said, y'all, I'm gonna go. I just want to come on and speak on that. But it kicked you off. That's all right. If you had something else to say, I stay. Oh, well, I keep forgetting. I can't do that on that phone. Other than that, I'm gonna go. And then y'all see my title, and I have to add to it. You know what I'm saying? Something else I wanted to add, then something else. But other than that, I'm gonna get off, and then I might come back later on, back on here. Who knows what I might talk about? But I'm gonna kick you off. But I'm gonna go. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna dance my way up out of here. Let y'all dance out, and it's the same rule over here. You can promote yourself as I'm going out. I just wanted to come on here and speak on the stimulus. And not only that, y'all, be straight up. I'm working on my 4,000 hours over here, okay? It is what it is. All right? I got to go. All right, then. Y'all can start promoting. Yeah. Got those diamonds. Shalom. Woo.